Okay, good morning. We're going to talk about Learning Objective 3 and the mission of the fire service. What is the mission of the fire service? I want you to take a minute and think about it for a moment. We have three, or actually two main missions. The main mission of the fire service is to save lives and protect property. Second is the environment from fires and other hazardous situations. Our first thing actually is to save lives. Today, the fire department is an all-hazard approach. In other words, we do a lot of different things. All hazards means the department may do fire protection, EMS, technical rescue, hazardous materials, airport protection, emergency management, fire prevention, community risk development or community risk reduction, and also fire cause. This is all this is on page 21 of your textbook. So the fire department, let's see what we have here. Save lives, protect property. That's our mission. As you can see right here. Oh, wow, that was it. So we're going to keep going. This will be learning objective number 4. So that we have a structure. The fire department actually has a structure. They call it the scalar structure, in that everything moves from the top down. Now, this type of structure or pyramid or hierarchy is getting a little archaic in the fire service. It's derived from the military. However, we use it a lot in emergency situations. It works very well. Orders are transmitted down from different levels. As the entry-level firefighter, you'll take your direction from lieutenants and captains. Lieutenants and captains will take their directions from battalion chiefs, who take whatever the assistant deputy and fire chief bring down to their level. And usually at the higher levels, it's more policy than actually strategy and tactics. We decide, a lot of places decide how the fire department is funded. In Amargosa, we're mostly we're funded by the public. In some areas we raise our own money. If you get out into some of the unincorporated areas of rural Arizona, you'll find that rural metro has come in places that have no fire protection, and they actually charge a fee to provide fire protection for the community. Several types of staffing based on the funding. Obviously, a career department is a department that has all folks that are paid. We have volunteer departments where basically you could be paid, or you could be paid by the call. You're on an all-call basis. This makes up a majority of the departments in the country. And then we have combinations. As communities get bigger, we have to hire some paid folks during the day. Sometimes my old department in Connecticut had a bunch of paid drivers and firefighters on duty during the day. They went home at night when the volunteers came home from work, and volunteers were able to staff the stations. There's 2 different types of personnel. The duties that we do, line personnel are people that directly go out and fight fires, deliver the services to the community. Staff folks, on the other end, they deliver support in the area of training. Could be fire prevention, could be anything else other than stretching hose lines and developing the services. So here's a couple questions for you to worry about and think about and answer. What are the three main types of staffing found in fire service? Think about that for a minute. Look in your books, go back and write that down somewhere because you'll probably see a question on it. The other one is what is the central difference between the line functions and staff functions? Okay, next thing we're going to get into is what are the functions of fire companies? Now, fire companies are the basic units of the firefighting operation. They're usually each company is commanded by an officer and typically includes a driver and a firefighter in their staffing. In larger cities, they're staffed with usually 4 folks, including a driver, fire officer, and 2 firefighters. Some of the smaller departments may elect to go with 3, depending on what your protection area is and how you operate. And here it is. As departments get bigger, they form into battalions or districts. And several districts would form up an operation division. So as the basic unit gets bigger and bigger, we scale it out so we can control it better. And each one of these colors is commanded by one person. This would be an ops chief, this would be a battalion chief, this would be a company officer. Depending on their purpose, you have several different types, and your book will describe this. Engine companies, ladder companies, rescues, and brush. And you can find those definitions in your book on page 26. Others include hazmat. Some departments are large enough that they need to dedicate a complete community to hazmat. Some areas, such as ours, would probably rely on a regional response because they're few and far between. Some departments transport using an ambulance service, some use private. Every airport usually has a rescue or aircraft setup. So here's another question for you to ponder. What are the differences between engine companies and rescue squads? And we're going to stop there.